Hello, today we're going to learn about prepositions using in, at, and on. By the end of this lesson, you're going to be able to say, I can use the prepositions in, at, and on. First, we're going to look at the preposition in. We use in for cities, states, countries, months, seasons, and years. Some examples of this are, we live in Ireland, and Ireland is a country, so we know it's okay to use in. It is cold in the winter. The winter is a season, so we know we can use in. He is in the kitchen. Our next preposition we're going to look at is at. We use at with the name of a place, with a numbered address, and with clock times. I will be at the store. Now the store is what we would name the place, so we can use at. Sam eats eggs at breakfast. Breakfast is the name of the place, so we can say at. At 9, Mike goes to sleep. We're talking about a clock time at 9 o'clock, so we can use at. I want you to turn to your neighbor and try to come up with a sentence that you would use at. So this is talking about the name of a place with a numbered address and with clock times. Choose one of those and make up your own sentence. All right, it looks like everyone has had a chance to share. So we're going to go on to our next preposition. Our last preposition is on. We use on for not numbered addresses and days. Sue lives on Main Street. Main Street, it's an address, but it's not a numbered address, so we will use on. Max is happy on Mondays. Monday is the day of the week, so we're going to use on. Ruby leaves on Saturday. Just like the one before, Saturday is a day of the week, so we use on. All right, let's look back at our I can statement. I can use the prepositions in, at, and on. Right. Now, we're going to do some practice to see where we're at for meeting this goal. All right. So let's take a look at our practice questions. Our first one, at night or in night. Which preposition would we use? At night or in night? Remember, with at, we're talking about time, we're talking about an addressed place or the name of a place. When we use in, we are talking about cities, states, countries, months or seasons, and years. So which one would we use? At night or in night? Let's take a look. It is at night. If you chose at night, give yourself a high five. Well done. You know that night is talking about a time, so we're going to use at. Our next one, in Texas, they say howdy, or at Texas, they say howdy. which preposition would we use? Let's take a look. Well done. If you chose in Texas, they say howdy. Because Texas is the name of a state, you remember that we use in when talking about states. Well done. Our next question. The teacher stood at the desk, or the teacher stood on the desk? Which one makes sense for when you're in a classroom? What behavior would the teacher do? The teacher stood at the desk, or the teacher stood on the desk? Let's take a look. All right, if you chose this teacher stood at the desk, you are correct. The desk is the name of the place that the teacher was standing. Your teacher normally wouldn't stand on top of her desk. That would be silly. On Fridays, the students are happy. In Fridays, the students are happy. Which one would we use? Remember, we use on when talking about the days and non-numbered addresses. And we use in when talking about months, days, months, seasons, years, cities, states, and countries. Which one would we use? And on Fridays, the students are happy, or in Fridays, the students are happy? Let's take a look. If you chose on Fridays, the students are happy, give yourself a pat on the back. We use on when talking about specific days. Good job. All right, let's take another look back at our I can statement. I can use the prepositions in, at, and on. Now on your hands, I want you to hold up a finger 1 through 5. 1 is I need more practice. 5, you're saying I got this, I completely understand. 3 is I think I got it, but I'm not sure yet. So I want you to just give yourself a scale. All right. So if you gave yourself a 3 or a 1, we're going to do some extra practice. So let's take a look at our extra practice. Bill was born 1998. Would we say Bill was born in 1998? Bill was born on 1998? Or Bill was born at 1998? Or do we not need a preposition and say Bill was born 1998? Which one would you choose? All right, let's take a look. If you chose Bill was born in 1998, you are correct, because we use in when talking about years. Nice job. Our next practice. Students sit their tables. Would we say students sit in their tables? Students sit on their tables? Or students sit at their tables? Or can we just say students sit their tables? We don't need a preposition. Which makes the most sense? All right, let's take a look. Good. If you pick students sit at their tables, you use the correct preposition because you're talking about the specific place, their tables. Nice job. Next, we have we learn school. We learn in school, we learn on school, or we learn at school. Or we don't need a preposition. We learn school. What makes the most sense? If you chose we learn at school, you pick the right preposition because we're talking about a specific place. School is the name of the place. We use at. Wednesdays, we wear pink. Would we say in Wednesdays we wear pink? On Wednesdays we wear pink? At Wednesdays we wear pink? Or would we just say Wednesdays we wear pink? Which makes the most sense? Let's take a look. If you picked on Wednesdays, we wear pink, you are correct because we use on when talking about specific days. Nice job. All right. So let's take a look again at our I can. Use the prepositions in, at, and on. We're going to use the same finger scale rating like before. Give me a 1 if you still don't understand at all. A 3 if you feel like you kind of got it. And a 5 if, yes, I understand this completely, I got it. All right. Thank you for your learning.